Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. It's early, like 6:30, and I'm about to get ready so that we can go on a little bit of an adventure. I slept decent, but I wanted to get up super early because we're going to be driving about an hour and a half to 2 hours to Oklahoma to go to a place that I haven't literally been since I was a kid. And my dad's gonna come with me so we can check it out and see what's different. Starting off our morning with a beautiful sky. The place that we're going opens at, I believe, 10. And so I wanted to get out of here by no later than 7. I have to go get gas, and then there's gonna be a long drive to the location itself. And then I think that there's several different things that we can actually do while we're there, which is gonna be super fun. So I thought today we're gonna share how we get there, what we do, and kind of the process of picking things that seem interesting. I have one point of interest that I have on my list, but like 10 different things that are in the area that are possibilities. So each place that I go to will have its own individual video to kind of highlight it. But this is how my adventure day goes. Dimples is looking nice, ready to go on an adventure. But I need to get ready first. So, to my adventure clothes I go. I also need to feed the cats. If you haven't seen the cats before, check out my tiny channel. You'll understand. They're not my pets, but I take care of them. Okay, the cats are fed and they're out here eating, so that's all good. Oh, yeah. That's always how I start my morning, every morning. Now, I need to round up a few things and get dressed. I need my cell phone charger that plugs into the van. I need my batteries, which I think I've already packed into my bag, my camera. I need to find my GoPro because I went on an adventure the other day. I don't know where I put it. And then I need to find some sunglasses. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay, oh no, things are falling. Things are falling. I obviously need my keys, and I'm going to attach both sets of these keys. Charging cord, camera. It's a hot day in Texas, so more deodorant, and I always take Icy Hot just in case my back starts hurting. And then I always take with me eye drops and some form of something in case I get a headache. I think I'm good. I think I'm good there. I do need to pack some things back into the van that I've taken out because I haven't been using it. I need to pack my jack back in there and also my toolkit just in case. And I always like to have those no matter what I'm doing. I think it's important. And it seems as though there's something else. What else do I need? Air pump. I need to get my air pump. Okay, this should be it. Now that I'm going to be taking these little day trips, those things need to be in the van. I had literally taken everything out of the van, and I've just been using it as a daily driver. And realistically, those things should have gone back in there as soon as I decided to make it a daily driver. But I was just so anticipating that they would call me up and be like, hey, bring your van in. So I didn't want a bunch of extra stuff because then I'd have to unpack it, and it's been so hot. So I'm gonna put those things back in. I'm just gonna put them into the back. Doesn't really matter if they're in any kind of rhyme, reason, or order because, well, obviously there's like nothing in there except for some artificial turf that I picked up the other day. So everything will be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I was hoping to be out of here by 7. This is gonna have to be the quickest getting dressed I've ever done. I also need to get some water because it's so hot. I need to make sure I stay hydrated, and I need to make sure that my dad has some water too, just because, you know, just in case. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that, I guess, and then I'll load up. Okay, gonna throw on these Adidas today just because they're pretty dirty, and I'm gonna go places that are gonna get them even more dirty. So I try to always keep one nice pair of shoes, and then I keep one that's really super scrubby looking. This is starting to become the super scrubby one, even though it still looks nice. So yeah, these are gonna be my adventure shoes for the day. Okay, almost. I'm just a little bit overdue from what I was planning. time to get my water, and then I'm done. Life has been a little bit different since I've been doing day trips as opposed to long distance travel, and each adventure gets to have its own unique set of challenges. Normally, whenever I've been doing my little day trips, they've been just like a grab and go, and then I'm off to an adventure. But with this one being a little bit further away, I want to make sure I have a little bit more of a preparedness package for myself in way of water. I'm not going to be taking my water bottle that measures how much I drink, because during the daytime, if I'm not able to fill it up enough, it's just going to remind me that I need to fill it up. And I don't like to use that one as much whenever I'm going to places like this if I don't have my contained water source with me. So I'm just going to take this one with me and I'll be fine. I'll be super fine. But I do really like that one. That one's really, really nice. And whenever I hit the road, it'll be super handy. But until then, I need to get this one filled, and I think I see my dad. I was supposed to go pick him up, but he walked down, so he's here. I'm running late. Okay, sunglasses for the day. These go with the blue. And now it's time to unlock. Okay, before we hit the road, this little tire appears to be a little bit low. So, doing some little maintenance stuff. And while Dad's doing that, I'm gonna go grab the rest of the stuff real quick, so we can get one step closer. But you know, this is part of it sometimes. Additionally, we still have to go get gas, and then we'll be off. But this is something that, you know, has to be done. That's why I wanted to bring the stuff with me, just in case. And you never know what you're going to encounter. So this is a typical day in the life, no matter what you're doing, where you're at, or where you're going. Hey, sunshine. Hey. Hi. Squirrel syndrome. I have squirrel syndrome sometimes. I'm so excited about the trip itself, though. The place that we're going to be going today is a place in Anadarko, Oklahoma. And again, I haven't been here since I was a kid. They used to have something called the Indian City, and they would do these very unique tours through each stage of indigenous life and show you what the structures and the homes would have looked like. And then they also did Native American dances to kind of explain what the purpose of those were and how that they worked into the culture. Now, a lot of that's changed since I've been there. And when I was looking online, I didn't see Indian City at all. In fact, I saw instead the Hall of Fame for Indigenous People, the Native American Hall of Fame, and I'm so excited about that. So again, I'll do full-length videos of all the places that we stop, but figuring out what all we're going to be doing while we're there is going to be half of the fun. Going with a loose plan and not committing myself fully to something, but then also giving myself flexibility is huge in my book. So with that said, couple of extra things that I need to pick up and take out there, and then we're ready. Okay, super fun thing. So yesterday I noticed that the little signal was on, indicating that I needed to put air in the tire, and then I got it back up here and then it wasn't. So I thought, okay, well maybe it's just how it was parked or the heat, because it does weird things sometimes. This morning definitely needs some air. Put it on. It only has 15 pounds. That's way low. So until we get that fixed, we can't go on our adventure yet. So what we're gonna do is stop off at a tire shop, get that fixed, and then go on our adventure. And that might skew how we adventure just a little bit today, but it may not also. We may just have to pivot a little bit. That's part of it, pivoting. That's why I do videos like this, so you can kind of see what exactly happens. So we're gonna go to the tire shop, see if we can get it fixed. I can physically see a nail on the tire. So that is not optimum, but that's okay, because we're gonna get it taken care of so we can get to the shop first, and then this is just gonna be a maintenance thing. It is what it is. Getting gas, then we're gonna go get the tire fixed. Yep, this is how the morning's starting. It's fixed, it's fixed. Whew, okay, we're back in business. They had to patch it, there was a nail in the tire. It's better now, so now we can hit the road. And we're back on the road. Off to Oklahoma we go. Oh, okay, we made it to Anadarko. We're stopping off at a gas station real quick to stretch and use the restroom, just in case this is all outdoors and there's not a good restroom. because if there's porta potties, nobody likes to do that in the heat. So yeah. Okay, we've arrived at our first location, and today's gonna be a fun one because we're gonna do several different things, and I'm not exactly sure what that's gonna look like, but this is about to be fun. This is actually the Native American Hall of Fame, and there is a walk here that you can do with all of these different busts. And again, I'm gonna be showing you this in full length on my other video, but really, really cool. We decided to make this the first stop because it is going to be warmer today, so I'm going to grab my neck fan. My dad has his. We're going to take a little walk, and I'll tell you about that, and you'll have to watch that video. I'm very excited, though. This is going to connect a lot of the pieces from some of the other locations that we've been to through the names, and really tell a little bit more about the amazing heritage and history that actually exists here in Oklahoma. So this is going to be super fun. Stop number one. So neck fan, it is ready to go. I charged it on the way here. So I need to put it on, and then, ooh, here is my camera. I just need to put a battery inside of it, and then I'm ready to go. Oh, this is always the hard part of my journeys, figuring out how to get my camera open. There we go. So it's time. Also, I decided to go ahead and use this back port with this little plug-in that I tested out. I'm loving this so far. It's working out really well. It's hot. It got super hot, super fast on us. Cooling off the van. I just put my camera up. And the neck fan. The neck fan. Whew. Oh yeah, the neck fan. Okay, we've made it to our next stop. We cooled off for like a second and a half because they're literally like 2 blocks away from each other. So now we're off. But Dad did pick up some really interesting things, and we were just looking at it, and it was giving us some more ideas. So with that said, I'm going to go to the Southern Plains Indian Museum, and this is actually a part of the Department of Interior, so I'm really excited about this one. We also found out a little bit more about the place that I told you about that I had come to as a child, the Indian City, which had all the different like civilizations and showed you a little bit more about each of the cultures. It's actually closed. The land itself was purchased by one of the tribes, and so I'm not sure if they're going to be reopening it or not, but they do use that land for other things. So I'm just really interested to see, because I think it'd be interesting. I also found out that while I'm visiting, they're actually having an expo that starts tomorrow where they do all of the traditional kind of informational things where they tell you more about the different cultures, but they also have the performative dances and tell you more about those things, all of which are great. Dad, they're not open?
Nope.
Ah! So since we can't do that, it's time to pivot. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You know, some days you get to do the things and some days you don't. And we just let in a fly. And it's harder to trap a fly now that I don't have stuff in the van, because before, whenever I had the curtain in the van, the fly would get trapped in either the cab or the back. But now it's free to flow wherever it wants to, so we may not see it for another 10 minutes, and then it might land on my face. That's van life. That's reality. Okay, we decided that we were going to stop off on our way to our next destination. We're in Apache, Oklahoma, and we just saw something that caught our eye. I thought it was a Veterans Memorial. I think it is, and so let's find out. Sure enough, it's the Apache Veterans Park, and it was dedicated in 2007. And as you can see, Dad's kind of ahead of me. Let's go catch up. You never know what you're going to find if you just keep your eyes open. If something looks interesting, pull off, stop, see it, and you might learn something very interesting. I do every single time I get out and explore like this, so I'm very happy about this one. So they have different people who've served on bricks kind of surrounding the pathway, and it looks like they have more kind of around this area leading up to the main monument. Now, in addition to the benches and also the bricks of all the individuals, they have the larger monument right here, and also all of the people who had served. But on the back side, they have, this is the prisoners of war and missing in action, and some of the people who've served on here as well. Okay, after a lot of driving, we made it to Medicine Park, and I'm really excited. I haven't ever spent any time here. We are here on kind of a weird day. It's a Tuesday, so not everything's gonna be open because a lot of it gears up really on the weekends, but let's go explore a little bit. I'm very excited, and I'm kind of intrigued because I saw something across the street that looked pretty fascinating. Okay, so along this little path here, I actually saw this sign. I thought this was just really fascinating because you can see there's several of them down here. So as soon as I got across the street, I had to look, and it actually is better than I even thought it would be. This is about Bonnie and Clyde, and it talks about how they fled and actually holed up in a cabin for 10 days in this area, and now that particular cabin is actually for rent and you can stay in it, so that is super cool. And as you can see, not everything is open because again it's the middle of the week, but we're gonna see what these other two are. Oh, this one's neat. This is actually U.S. Senator John William Elmer Thomas, and he was one of the most important political leaders during the first 4 decades of the state. There is actually a lake out here that is called Lake Elmer Thomas, and now I know that's why. It has a little bit of information about him, which is super neat also. You never know what you're going to learn just going out and exploring a different area. And here we're finding out a lot. And also, you might notice that some of the buildings have these like interesting like round stones, these cobblestones. It's actually illegal for you to take them out of this area. It's unlawful, but so many of the buildings have them, so it's fascinating to see as you kind of look around. It's unlike any other place I've been. Of course, this one is about the Wichita Mountains, and this is a place that I've been to several times. I've been to the Holy City, I've actually been to Mount Scott, and we might take an adventure out there today on a different video, so check out all of my Wichita Mountains videos to learn a little bit more, but this is at kind of the base of the Wichita Mountains area, so this is really cool. Oh, Dad's found something. I think he found something that's open. The snack shack here. This is interesting. There's no one actually in here. They have surveillance though, and then they have all of these different snack machines. So this is open all the time, so that makes sense as to why it's open but nothing else is, because they don't really need people in here for this. This is neat though, and it's got air conditioning, so that's kind of nice. Okay, it looks like they have like a coffee place, and then they have water for Fido and all of their friends, but it also has some other things. And I love this. It has little doggy bags here, but it also talks about the temperature of the actual ground and how you shouldn't let your dog walk around and burn their little feet. I love that. We got to this one, and this one's fun because you share your pictures with Bigfoot here on their Facebook page. So it's not a selfie, but hi, Mr. Sasquatch, Bigfoot guy. Okay, here we have like a bison or a buffalo next to the Comanche Shirt Company, and then there's a horse over here. I also just learned about the actual location of Medicine Park. It was founded kind of as a byproduct of needing a water source and a recreation area for the city of Lawton, which was brand new at the time, and so they purchased 900 acres, and a portion of that became Medicine Park. After we came out, I noticed that we could get a better look at the cobblestones, and check this out. This is what they look like. And you can see as we kind of pan out, the entire building is kind of lined with these. This is just so neat. Again, never seen anything like this in other places. Just here. Dad went into the bird houses area. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what this is. I think this has a view of the water. I'm very excited. In fact, yes, we can go down here, and then there's like a water trail along this way. So yeah, let's go. So we just learned on this sign right here that this man right here was actually kind of responsible for what we're seeing. He had this vision to create something awesome in 1999, and they rolled it out in phases that were completed in 2001 and by 2009.
This is a pretty interesting little walkway that you can come and kind of enjoy everything. It's definitely nice to be able to see all the waterfront. It's very pretty down here. That's interesting. And then they have a mural also. That's very interesting. I think we're about to the end of the road here. This is a beautiful little walking path though, but we found something super cool at the end. So yeah, I'm excited about this. Isn't that neat how you can see like the overflow? I can only imagine whenever it's been raining a lot that it like is like a big cascade of waterfalls, but yeah, it's pretty cool. They also had the swimming beach and then the fishing area, and now we have stairs. Oh, it's okay. This has been super fun. I love just discovering new things. This has been such a great trip. It started out as one thing, it turned into something else, and I was going to just show you guys on this video everything here instead of doing a separate video because a lot of things weren't open, but now I can definitely see I'm gonna have to come back whenever it is all open so we can further explore. This is fun. Okay, so we came up to the top and realized there's no sidewalk up here, so we're gonna go back down and then walk along the water because it's more shady and it's safer. So yeah, getting closer to where we need to be though. Dad's taking a break. I'm sitting here taking a break in the shade before we hit a sunny patch up here, and we're looking at the geese. The geese don't necessarily like the humans. They keep squawking at us just a little bit, but they're so beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go find a place to cool off now. We've been out here for a while. It's super warm today, but yeah, overall, this is fun. I'm gonna come back when everything is open because I think that'd be super, super fun. Oh, we found something else fun, a huge rubber ducky. This actually takes you down to the water again. Okay, we're gonna go in here and cool off and then get a drink maybe. Okay, so now that we got something to cool off, we're gonna go hit the road for our next set of adventures. This should be interesting. Protect me. They're so cute.
Yeah, it's pretty hot out there. Oh, they're coming this way.
Oh, hi. Hi, friends. Hi. Hi, buddies.
It's been hot and all that. Hi!
Hi, friends. Oh, they have prairie dogs here. I did a video about the campground, the Holy City, and also Mount Scott here. I definitely encourage you guys to go check them out because I have some really great footage of the prairie dogs. But oh, it makes me so happy every time we see them. Okay, so we made it across the Wichita Mountain Wildlife Refuge, and this is one of the biggest wildlife refuges in like all of the United States. It's pretty awesome. But we came over to do the visitor center. Now, I've never been in the visitor center to my knowledge ever. I decided I'm going to do a video just about this that will kind of show what it's all about, because I know that there's not a lot of videos about the educational side of this from like a vlogger perspective. So I think it would be kind of interesting to get some brain wrinkles and share those with you guys. Okay, so we finished up at the Wichita Mountains and it was super fun, but then on our way back to my base camp, Dad and I decided we were going to do some geocaching. So currently we're in Waurika, Oklahoma, and we're about to find a geocache. Now, I like a good competition, so Dad and I are both going to look for this, but we're going to see who can find it first. Okay, the clue on this one is it's hanging from above, so we're looking. Also, interestingly enough, this is the second Veterans Park of the day, so this is kind of cool. This one is super hard. It's not being able to be found, and my GPS just keeps like flipping around and saying 20 feet and then 2 feet and then 20 feet. So I don't know if I'm getting good, adequate service here. Maybe that's part of the problem, but we couldn't find this one. Whew, and it's a hot one. Geocaching in the heat is super hard. Okay, we will not be defeated. We're gonna find one before we leave. This one's supposed to be at the welcome sign. We should be able to find this one. Oh, Dad found it. Dad gets the win on this one. Kind of, because it's hard to get out. It's a micro and it's kind of shoved up in there. But he found it. Yay! There it is. There it is. So this is a good way to finish up, I think. Finding a geocache, ending on a W at a busy corner in Waurika, Oklahoma. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. I've had a good time taking you on just a day in my life. Remember to check out those corresponding videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!